So the Seattle Seahawks signed Cooper Kupp to a 3-year, $45 million deal. 15 mil a year. Pretty good for Cooper Kupp. On the Rams, I'm pretty sure he's making 20 mil a year or 30. I can't remember. Somebody in the comments correct me below. But yeah, I just feel like that's a lot for Cooper Kupp. But at the same time, I get where the Seahawks are coming from. Obviously, division rival to the Rams, so they've been very familiar with Cooper's game. Plus, kind of in a low-key, desperate spot after trading DK Metcalf. I'm not sure why they felt uncomfortable about addressing the wide receiver position in this upcoming draft. I've heard some reports of it being a weak wide receiver draft, but I don't know. Over the past 3-4 years, I feel like all the receiver draft classes have been pretty strong. So I don't know. I just would have maybe taken a flyer on a legit wide receiver in the first or the second round, but they made their move, so fair play. We'll see if it works out. Cooper played ball in Washington, so definitely familiar with that state. And, there's definitely a revenge factor here for sure. That's probably why Cooper Kupp decided to play in Seattle over New England. Because I'm pretty confident New England probably offered more than 15 mil a year. You would kind of have to think at this point, just because they have no wide receivers there. Plus, they've been pretty active in free agency, so he definitely opted to go the revenge route, and I can't blame him at all. In fact, I'm pretty happy for him, and I'm excited to see what he does against his former team. Cooper obviously wanted to stay in LA with the team that drafted him, and they just felt differently. Apparently, to some reports, it was just a financial thing, but I don't know if I truly buy that. Because if it was just a financial thing, I feel like they could have restructured his contract. I really think the Rams and Sean McVay and Les Snead just kind of lost faith in his ability to stay healthy and to be productive for the team on a consistent basis. But, it is what it is. Now, I'd say the real question here with the Seahawks signing Sam Darnold, then trading away DK Metcalf, and bringing in Cooper Kupp. Do the Seahawks have a better offense going into 2025, or was it better in 2024? Now, on paper, as of today, no injuries, everyone has a clean bill of health. I would definitely say the Seahawks should have a better offense in 2025. Geno Smith was crap in 2024. He was awful. And Sam Darnold has only had one good year in the NFL, but I still think Sam Darnold is better than Geno Smith. Ironically enough, two former Jets QBs who were supposedly the future of that franchise, so kind of a funny connection there. But yeah, I do like Sam Darnold better than Geno Smith. I feel like most people would agree with that statement. It's not a large margin, but I can confidently say I'd rather have Sam Darnold as my quarterback than Geno Smith. So I feel like they definitely made an upgrade there. And as far as DK Metcalf or Cooper Kupp, that's where it gets a bit dicey in my opinion. Obviously, if we're talking about prime Cooper Kupp, no question about it. Prime Cooper Kupp is way better than anything DK has ever done. Not to say DK hasn't done anything in this league. He's been a beast for the Seahawks, one of the franchise's best wide receivers ever of all time. But Cooper Kupp, prime Cooper Kupp, was just on a different level. Shout out the 2021 year, Triple Crown winner, MVP, Super Bowl, etc., etc. But 2025 Cooper Kupp, 2025 DK Metcalf. It's tough, man. It's tough. I don't know. We've seen kind of injury-prone players go to new teams and stay healthy for an entire year. Just this past year with Saquon Barkley, suffered a lot of injuries with the Giants, season-ending ones, and then first year with the Eagles, completely healthy for the full year. So maybe we might see that with Cooper Kupp. I hope we do, because when Cooper Kupp is healthy, electric player, man. Always open, elite route runner. He's a game changer, man. Straight up, he's a game changer. If we're playing the hypothetical game of injuries being completely out of the equation, then yes, I still think 2025 Cooper Kupp is better than DK Metcalf. But of course, if Cooper Kupp is banged up, yada yada, then yeah, DK is obviously a lot better. But overall, I do think the Seahawks will have a better offense in the year 2025. And to pair that with already a pretty good defense, and I think they'll be even better in year 2 with Mike McDonald, I think this team should be a playoff team. Anything less than a playoff berth with the amount of money they spent this offseason is a complete failure. And I think John Schneider, their GM, should be on the warm seat if they don't make the playoffs. But that's just my opinion. Let me know if you agree with me. Let me know if you like Sam Darnold going to Seattle and Cooper Kupp as well. Do you think they'll be a playoff team? They also added ex-Cowboy Lawrence. Hasn't really done much for the Cowboys the past 3 years, but who knows? Maybe we'll see renaissance of maybe shades of prime DeMarcus Lawrence. I don't know. Never say never. Rejuvenated. He had some quotes about the Cowboys after he got signed, saying that he knew he would never win a Super Bowl in Dallas. So it's possible we might see an extra inspired, extra fiery DeMarcus Lawrence in 2025. I feel like that's in the realm of possibilities. But yeah, man, you let me know how you think the Seahawks will fare in 2025. I really do think their only competition is the LA Rams. You know, the Cardinals are always kind of a sneaky competitive team, but down the stretch they always choke. And the Niners, like, come on, bro. I know Kyle Shanahan kind of owns Seattle to a certain extent, but I really feel like that tide should turn this year. And I just can't really take them seriously until further notice. But who knows? I could be dead wrong about my prediction of the 49ers going into 2025. They could, make the playoffs with Brock Purdy. I wouldn't be shocked, but I don't know. I just don't see it. But yeah, not only does Cooper Kupp need to stay healthy, Kenneth Walker, electric player when he's healthy, but in his career so far in Seattle, definitely, I don't want to say he's made out of glass because of the way he plays, but it's just, he definitely has trouble staying healthy. There's no question about it. So I just hope for a clean bill of health for the Seahawks in 2025, and I'm excited to see what they could do if they actually make the playoffs, because I think the NFC is a lot more open than the AFC. You really only have the Eagles as the top dogs there. Yeah, sure, the Commanders are probably going to be in the mix again, same with the Rams, but, Rams, will Matt Stafford stay healthy for the whole year? Probably, but still, something you kind of got to keep an eye on. Commanders, sophomore slump, Jaden Daniels. Hopefully he could overcome that. I'm sure he will, but still, a little bit of a question mark there. Eagles, I'd say there's no question mark. Super Bowl champs, easily built for a dynasty. So you really only have one true surefire thing in the NFC. And as far as the NFC North, man, I feel like that whole division is a question mark. We don't know what the Lions' defense or offense is going to look like. And do you really trust Jared Goff in big moments? I love Jared Goff. Cool guy. Really cool guy. Nice guy. But, playoff time, crunch time, there's a reason why McVay got rid of him. And what we saw against the Commanders' defense from a year ago, pretty rough stuff. And the Vikings, J.J. McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers, I don't know, bro. Bears, Caleb, still have a lot to prove. Green Bay, Jordan Love, they need another wide receiver there. So it's really only the Eagles on top of the NFC right now. Everyone else, second place, third place, definitely up for grabs. And I feel like the Seahawks could definitely be in the mix if they stay healthy. So let me know if you agree with me. If you made it this far, please subscribe and like the vid. It'd help out your boy a ton. That's all I got for right now. Peace.
Returning to the field, just 2 minutes to go, and it's offense that would love to increase that lead before the intermission. And Morris is brought down after picking up just a yard.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Third and goal at the 3. And the catch by Alfred Morris. The Dolphins are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Chip shot here. The kick is good.